Have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive on diets that make others feel sick and tired? Or why your friend swears by a food plan that left you feeling worse than before? Today we're diving deep into the science of personalized nutrition, and why there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all diet. The 4 types of diet reformers, which one are you? Let's start by looking at the 4 main types of people who try to eat healthier. Understanding which category you fall into can help you avoid common mistakes and find what truly works for your body. Type 1, the partial reformer. These are people who make some healthy changes, but miss the bigger picture. They might cut out soda, but still eat processed foods loaded with artificial ingredients. They focus on removing bad foods, without understanding what makes food truly nourishing. The problem with this approach is that it's like trying to clean a dirty room by only picking up the clothes while leaving trash scattered everywhere. You need to understand the whole system to see real results. Type 2, the extreme restrictor. On the opposite end, we have people who go too far in the other direction. They are so focused on avoiding bad foods that they end up eating too little, or cutting out entire food groups their body actually needs. This often happens when people can't afford ideal foods, or don't know how to replace what they've eliminated. Their bodies become malnourished, and ironically, their health gets worse instead of better. Type 3, the careless simplifier. These people know that healthy eating should be simple, but they take it too far. They eat the same bland foods every day without variety, thinking that if simple is good, then boring must be better. The truth is that your body needs a wide range of nutrients, and eating the same 3 foods every day won't give you what you need to thrive. Type 4, the rigid rule follower. Finally, we have people who follow strict rules without understanding why those rules exist. They force their families and friends to follow the same rigid plan, regardless of individual needs. These people often become walking advertisements against healthy eating, because they look and feel terrible, yet they insist everyone should eat exactly like them. If this video is helping you understand which type you might be, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to VIGORPHIL for more natural health wisdom. The balanced approach, what really works? So what does healthy eating actually look like? People who succeed with long-term healthy eating share several key characteristics. They eat for nourishment, not just pleasure. Instead of asking, "What do I want to eat?" they ask, "What does my body need right now?" This doesn't mean food can't taste good, but pleasure isn't the only consideration. They avoid extremes. They don't completely eliminate foods, or go overboard with restrictions. They understand that balance is key to both physical health and mental well-being. They listen to their bodies. They pay attention to how different foods make them feel and adjust accordingly. What works for their friend might not work for them, and that's perfectly normal. They lead by example. Rather than preaching to others about what they should eat, they simply live their principles. Their good health and energy naturally inspire others to ask questions. The individual approach, why your diet should be unique. Here's the revolutionary truth that most diet experts won't tell you. There is no perfect diet that works for everyone. Your genetics, lifestyle, health history, and even where you live all affect what foods will make you feel your best. Food sensitivities are real and individual. Some people thrive on dairy products, while others feel bloated and tired after drinking milk. Some people digest beans and legumes easily, while others experience uncomfortable gas and digestive issues. Whole grain foods that give some people steady energy can make others feel heavy and sluggish. These aren't character flaws or willpower issues, they are biological differences. Geographic and economic factors matter. If you live in a rural area where fresh fruits and vegetables are expensive or hard to find, your healthy diet will look different from someone living in a city with year-round farmers markets. The key is working with what you have access to, not trying to follow a meal plan designed for someone with completely different resources. Your health history affects your needs. Someone recovering from illness might need more easily digestible foods, while someone with a very active lifestyle might need more calories and protein. People with strong digestive systems can handle foods that might be too stimulating for others. This is why it's so important to pay attention to your individual response to different foods. Practical guidelines for your personal diet. Now let's talk about some universal principles that apply to everyone, regardless of your individual needs. Start where you are. Don't try to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Make gradual changes that you can sustain long-term. Progressive improvement is more effective than drastic changes that you can't maintain. Focus on addition, not just subtraction. Instead of only thinking about foods to avoid, focus on adding nourishing foods to your diet. When you're well nourished, you naturally crave junk food less. Pay attention to meal timing. Most people do well with 2 main meals per day, but some need 3. If you do eat a third meal, make it light and easy to digest. Good options include whole grain crackers with fruit, or a warm herbal tea with a small handful of nuts. Don't fear food. Anxiety about food can be just as harmful as poor food choices. If you're eating reasonably well most of the time, don't stress about every single bite. Trust your body's wisdom and your common sense. Which of these principles resonates most with you? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more natural health tips. Special considerations for different life situations. If you're on a tight budget, don't let financial constraints discourage you from eating well. Some of the most nourishing foods are also the most affordable: eggs, beans, seasonal vegetables, and whole grains. If you live in an area where fresh produce is expensive, don't eliminate all animal products until you can afford adequate plant-based alternatives. It's better to include some eggs and dairy from healthy sources than to become malnourished. If you have growing children, children have different nutritional needs than adults. They need more calories and protein relative to their size, and they are often more sensitive to restrictive diets. Be especially careful about eliminating major food groups from children's diets without replacing them with adequate alternatives. A malnourished child cannot develop properly, no matter how pure their diet might be. If you're dealing with health issues, work with your body's current state rather than against it. If your digestive system is weak, focus on easily digestible foods first. You can expand your diet as your health improves. Don't force yourself to eat foods that consistently make you feel worse, even if they are supposed to be healthy. Your body's response is more important than any dietary theory. The art of food preparation. Knowing what to eat is only half the battle. You also need to know how to prepare it properly. This is especially important for foods like eggs, which can be healthy or harmful depending on how they are cooked. Choose quality sources. When possible, select foods from healthy sources. This means eggs from well-cared-for chickens, milk from grass-fed cows, and vegetables grown in healthy soil. Master simple cooking methods. Learn basic cooking techniques that preserve nutrients while making foods easy to digest. Steaming, gentle sautéing, and slow cooking are often better than high-heat methods that can damage nutrients. Plan for simplicity. Don't overcomplicate your meals. Simple, well-prepared foods are often more nourishing and satisfying than elaborate dishes with many ingredients. Moving forward, your personal action plan. As we wrap up, remember that healthy eating is a journey, not a destination. Your needs will change as you age, as your health changes, and as your life circumstances evolve. Start with assessment. Pay attention to how you feel after eating different foods. Keep a simple food diary for a week, noting your energy levels, mood, and digestion. Make gradual changes. Choose 1 or 2 areas to focus on first. Maybe that's adding more vegetables to your meals, or learning to cook with less processed ingredients. Stay flexible. Don't become so rigid about food rules that you lose sight of the bigger picture. The goal is better health and more energy, not perfect adherence to someone else's meal plan. Find your balance. Remember that the best diet is one you can follow consistently over time. It should make you feel energized, satisfied, and healthy, not deprived or anxious. The truth about healthy eating is that it's both simpler and more complex than most people think. It's simpler because the basic principles are straightforward: eat real foods, pay attention to your body, and avoid extremes. It's more complex because your individual needs are unique, and what works for others might not work for you. The key is learning to listen to your body while applying sound nutritional principles. Join our community of natural health enthusiasts by subscribing to VIGORPHIL and ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest health discoveries. Your journey to better health starts with understanding these foundational principles, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Remember, true health reform isn't about following the latest trend or the most restrictive diet. It's about developing a sustainable, nourishing relationship with food that supports your unique body and lifestyle. When you get this right, you'll have energy, vitality, and the confidence that comes from taking excellent care of yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore more natural solutions for optimal health.